Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you the exact step-by-step formula I use to get more views on my videos. So by the end of this session, you'll have a clear plan to implement immediately. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch the end video, so please don't skip this video.
First up, the 1973 UK 1 penny coin carries a fascinating historical charm because it belongs to the early era of Britain's decimalisation, a major monetary shift that transformed the entire national currency system. Although the coin itself was mass-produced for everyday circulation, collectors today have developed a strong fascination with the early decimal pennies, especially those that survived in unusual or unclean condition. A very dirty 1973 penny may look forgotten or ordinary at first glance, but its hidden story links back to a time when the United Kingdom was modernizing its currency, transitioning away from centuries of pre-decimal tradition. This background has given the coin a symbolic importance, representing both national change and the dawn of a new financial chapter. While many 1973 pennies remain common, examples that are preserved well enough to grade in very fine or extremely fine condition are surprisingly scarce. High-grade survivors are difficult to find because most of these coins circulated heavily in shops, buses, markets, and public spaces for decades. Dirt, scratches, and environmental damage were almost unavoidable, which is why collectors today keep an eye on even dirty specimens, knowing that once restored or examined by grading professionals, some may reveal sharper details beneath the surface. This rarity in top preservation levels has pushed certain examples into an impressive value range, with particular market estimates stretching from around $1,000 to as high as $9,000 or more depending on grade, authenticity, eye appeal, and collector demand. The 1973 1 penny coin is composed primarily of bronze with a rich copper tone, a material that provides both physical durability and aesthetic warmth. Collectors often admire the reddish-brown hues of well-preserved copper coins, but even tarnished or darkened surfaces can be attractive because they reflect age and originality. Over time, the coin's copper composition has helped it develop a natural patina that enhances its visual personality and reinforces its historical identity. This material connection to Britain's minting traditions makes the coin feel more rooted in numismatic heritage, especially when compared with modern clad or plated coins that lack the same warmth and depth. As the demand for early decimal coins continues to grow, the 1973 penny has become a target for long-term investors who recognize its potential trajectory. Coins from transitional eras often appreciate in value because future collectors develop nostalgia for the period of change. The 1973 penny sits at that perfect intersection of affordability, cultural memory, and rising scarcity. Investors who secure high-grade, authenticated, or particularly stunning examples may find that the value steadily increases over time, especially as early decimal issues become harder to locate in untouched condition. The combination of rarity, copper composition, and historical symbolism fuels strong growth expectations. Collectors seeking the most reliable returns focus on factors such as surface quality, original color, and structural sharpness. Even a dirty coin should be handled carefully, without aggressive cleaning, because improper treatment can significantly reduce its value. Professional grading by reputable organizations is recommended because certification protects the coin, confirms its preserved details, and builds trust when selling or trading. Learning how to read grading standards, understand strike quality, and identify imperfections allows collectors to navigate the market with confidence. This careful, educated approach greatly increases the chances of uncovering a valuable example. Community involvement is another powerful tool for gaining insight into the world of rare pennies. Joining online numismatic groups, attending local coin meets, and participating in collector forums can open doors to advice, trade opportunities, and deeper knowledge about the 1973 penny's behavior in the market. These networks help collectors stay updated on price trends, counterfeit warnings, auction dynamics, and long-term investment projections. The shared passion within these communities makes the collecting experience richer and more rewarding, offering both educational and social value. Beyond its rarity and financial appeal, the 1973 penny holds cultural significance as a symbol of British identity during a moment of economic transition. It reflects an era when the nation embraced change while preserving its iconic imagery, such as the crowned portcullis design that represents tradition and governance. This blending of old and new gives the coin a universal charm that appeals to collectors not only in the United Kingdom, but across the world, especially among those fascinated by post-imperial British history and early decimal coinage. Over time, the international appreciation for early decimal British coins has steadily expanded, turning the 1973 penny into a small but powerful cultural ambassador. Many collectors see it as a miniature piece of history that carries artistic heritage, political symbolism, and long-term financial promise. As scarcity increases and interest rises, the value of well-preserved or certified examples is expected to grow, emphasizing the coin's enduring potential in the numismatic market. Its charm lies not only in its copper shine or historical roots, but in the timeless appeal that makes it a meaningful and collectible treasure for generations to come. The 1973 UK 1 penny coin continues to attract attention because its story reflects a moment when everyday objects became historical artifacts without anyone realizing it. What was once a simple coin exchanged in shops and buses now serves as a living witness to Britain's economic transformation. Each surviving penny carries traces of that era, whether through its worn edges, its darkened copper surface, or the subtle details that remain visible beneath decades of circulation. These imperfections are not flaws, but reminders of the environments the coin passed through, giving collectors a deeper emotional connection to its journey. Over the years, the fascination with early decimal coins has grown beyond traditional hobbyists and has reached younger generations discovering numismatics for the first time. The 1973 penny, with its accessible history and striking copper appearance, has become a gateway coin that introduces new collectors to the broader world of British currency. Its combination of affordability in lower conditions and high-value potential in superior examples makes it appealing to people at different stages of collecting. This widespread interest strengthens the long-term market and ensures that coins from this era will hold an important place in future collections. The penny also represents a moment of artistic continuity in British coinage. While the decimalization reform modernized denominations and structure, it retained certain iconic themes that linked the new system to centuries-old tradition. The crowned portcullis on the reverse, inspired by the Palace of Westminster, is more than a decorative element. It is a symbol of authority, stability, and connection to Britain's governance. Collectors appreciate how this classic design blends with the fresh decimal format, creating a coin that bridges eras and represents a shift in national identity without abandoning historical roots. As advanced technology and digital payments reshape modern finance, physical coins like the 1973 penny gain even more sentimental and cultural value. They remind people of a time when money carried weight, texture, and craftsmanship. This growing nostalgia adds to the coin's appeal and reinforces its place in the numismatic world. Even those who never lived through the early 1970s are drawn to the tangible experience these coins provide. Their solid copper build and timeless design allow collectors to hold history in their hands, something that digital currency can never replicate. Ultimately, the long-term appreciation of the 1973 penny is supported by a blend of history, rarity, artistry, and emotional depth. As fewer high-quality examples remain available and more collectors recognize its significance, the coin's value is expected to continue rising. Its cultural symbolism, global appeal, and connection to a critical moment in Britain's monetary evolution make it far more than a small copper coin. It is a meaningful artifact that carries stories across generations, ensuring that its legacy and its desirability will remain strong for many years to come. Second, the 1974 UK 1 penny coin carries a fascinating presence in the world of numismatics because it emerged during the early years of Britain's decimal transition, a period that reshaped the nation's entire monetary structure. Although millions of pennies pass through daily life, the ones from 1974 hold particular intrigue due to their connection to the early decimal era and the symbolic shift from centuries of pre-decimal heritage. A very dirty 1974 penny, even if covered in grime or dark patina, carries the spirit of that transformation. Beneath its worn appearance is a piece of a historical moment when the United Kingdom modernized its currency system, and this early decimal penny embodies the beginning of a new monetary identity that still influences the nation's economy today. Finding a 1974 one-penny coin in truly high-grade condition has become surprisingly difficult. These coins live through decades of circulation, handling, and environmental exposure, which makes pristine examples exceedingly rare. Most surviving pieces show heavy tunning, scratches, and dirt buildup, yet occasionally a dirty coin, once examined by experts, reveals sharp details hidden beneath the surface. This rarity in well-preserved condition is what drives collectors to pay astonishing prices, with market evaluations sometimes reaching anywhere from $1,000 to $9,000 or more depending on grade, eye appeal, and certified authenticity. The limited supply of high-quality 1974 pennies combined with an expanding collector base has pushed these values to impressive heights. The copper-rich bronze composition of the 1974 penny contributes greatly to its appeal. Its warm reddish-brown tones and natural patination make each piece visually unique, and even coins that appear dull or dirty often carry a hidden beauty. Copper ages in a distinct way, creating color layers that enhance the coin's personality and historical charm. Collectors appreciate how this metal reflects the craftsmanship of older minting processes, representing a tangible connection to Britain's traditional coinage before modern alloys took over. The heavier feel, deeper color, and richer texture all add to the penny's desirability, turning even ordinary-looking specimens into intriguing treasures worth closer inspection. As early decimal coins gain popularity, the 1974 penny has become increasingly sought after by investors who recognize its long-term potential. Coins from transitional periods tend to appreciate steadily over time, especially when the supply of high-grade examples diminishes. The combination of its copper composition, early decimal significance, and growing global exposure makes the 1974 penny a strong candidate for future value growth. Investors who secure certified or eye-catching pieces often hold them as long-term assets, expecting that the next generation of collectors will continue to drive prices upward as nostalgia and scarcity intensify. For collectors hopping to find an exceptional example, understanding condition is essential. Surface sharpness, original color, and lack of damage greatly influence value, but handling must be done with care, especially with dirty coins. Cleaning is often discouraged because improper methods can permanently damage the copper surface and reduce the coin's worth. Professional grading offers a reliable safeguard, providing certification, protection, and market credibility. Knowing how grading standards work and identifying genuine details helps collectors avoid overpaying, while ensuring that valuable finds are respected, preserved, and documented properly for